This is the House of Parliament, where men and women have sat for decades, making decisions that would affect all our lives. Do they really work in the interests of the people or themselves? They sit at the round tables, trying to decipher which way to turn. Is it left or is it right? Have the people benefited from those decisions? Our people have suffered for far too long. Change should not be a figment of the imagination, but reality. Every boy, every girl, every man, every woman are equally important. The market vendor joyfully sells her produce. The fish vendor skillfully uses his cutlass to cut the fish. Keep on working. Let your smile be your motivation. Build a community of brotherly and sisterly love. Don't give up on your dreams. Surround yourself with positive thinkers. Think big and keep on moving. Keep pushing the envelope. Yes, push that envelope until you have succeeded. You may have made many mistakes, but that is no reason to stop. Don't you dare give up. Get ready for that overflow. Get ready for that breakthrough. The overflow is coming. Showers of blessings. Stay cool. Stay calm. Stay collective. Ride the rough waves of life. Hold on to that rope tightly. Just keep working. Keep moving. Keep believing. Self-motivation. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Lies and Deceit. I am your host, Soraya Alexander, better known as Soso. How are you today? Well, in the Caribbean, it is Labor Day holiday, and we all celebrate by doing something special, either sleeping, going to the beach, hang out with friends. What did you do today? I just want to welcome all of you on Facebook. Love you all, my Facebook fans. You all are so fantastic. Welcome to all my YouTubers, and thank you. And as I said previously, those who have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would advise you to do that, to subscribe to the channel. And I would be ever so grateful. And I go back. Hi, Twin Peters. Hi, Troy. Troy, my boy. Troy always watching Auntie Soso on YouTube. He loves it because he said he could stream it to his TV. So let me say hi to Troy. How are you, my dear? Auntie always tune into Auntie Soso. Thank you, Twin Peters. Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese is in the house. So me, I know who is Chuck E. Cheese, but I don't want to say the wrong person's name. And Gloriana was the first on YouTube to say hi to Soso. Thank you. And it is a holiday, so I am refreshed. I'm feeling good. I rested. And let me say a special good night to Tessa. To Tess. What is Tess? I have some wonderful fans. They have my back. I got a tag. And then it's like, Soso, come see this. By the time I love what Tess tagged me in fact, Tess' comment, it disappeared. They deleted the photo. Boy, the labors are having a hard time. They can only get a sweet orgasm with my name. Well, I'll be here until, God sees it fit for me to come out, so you'll get all your orgasms. This pretty woman ain't worrying with nobody. But Tess, don't worry. They call Tess Suse, all kind of things. But Tess, you know what? When God have your back, you don't have to do much. The individual deleted the photo. I didn't see the photo. Well, I saw the tag. I saw the tag when you tagged me. I just got a glimpse of the photo she stole of mine. And then by the time I went back to look for it, she deleted your comment, she deleted the photo, but somebody had already reported it to Facebook. So let me tell y'all something. Don't interfere with me. I have dot all my I's and cross all my T's. And there is an old man. My God, behave yourself. You're a senior citizen, behave yourself. Why are you going to cut? You have you're supposed to have wisdom. But I realize when some of y'all are trapped by the St. Lucia Labour Party, y'all do a lot of nonsense. So this dude, like this one whose palm is always sweaty, where Facebook just deleted like 10 of her videos, you don't mess with my show. This senior citizen went and cut my video and put it somewhere else. You think we will not see it? Hey, I don't go about looking for your video. It just come in my reservoir and I see it. We deleted it. I am not here on your level. I am on the level to save my country. And tonight, the show is gonna be hot. So Tess, don't worry, they call you Susie. You just got your girl back and I love you, Tess. My people, how are y'all? Let me shout some of y'all. Tonight we have somebody's birthday. It's gonna be her birthday tomorrow, but I'm gonna shout her out tonight. She's a faithful supporter of mine. So let me say hello. Thank you, Henny. Good evening. Let me read some of your comments. Good evening, Henny James. He said, good evening to Soraya Soso and her very competent technical guy, Prince Hakeem. Thank you so much, Henny. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. Okay, and let me say condolences to my girl, Mabel. Her brother passed away today and won't be in the live. I am so heartbroken. I will check you after the live, Mabel. Mabel is one of my faithful who's always there supporting me. Mabel, I am so sorry that your brother passed, and coming from the Lies and Deceit family, myself and Akeem, I am wishing you God's comfort to surround you. Death is never easy, and the Holy Spirit, God will see you through. In life, that's all we can count on is God. He will see you through. So this is my girl who's always under the live supporting Soso, always supporting with her coffees too, even though she don't want me to know. But my sweetie, I love you, and sincerest condolences to you. Take your time, my girl. Your brother dies, okay. It's okay not to be on the live. I understand. I sincerely understand. Let me say hi to Melly. Let me say hi to Joan. Let me say hi to Rosaline. Hi, Rosaline. Hi, Emma. How are you, Dudu? McAfee, hello. Claret. Let me say, and there's so many of you I have to say hi to. Y'all went crazy buying the coffee. Tonight is just like blowing them out of the water. Stay tuned. And let me say a good night to Hermin. Hermin, I hope you feel better, my dear. I really do. Such a wonderful person you are, Hermin. Get better. Very, very nice guy. And many of you went crazy buying the coffees, and I have to say thank you. Before I came on the show, somebody just bought many coffees. Keep up the hard work. Thank you. Someone else bought coffees and said, blessings, dear. Thank you. Right back at you, honey. May and Moses bought me coffee, and they said, thank you, so you are doing an awesome job. Thank you, people. And you also are doing an awesome job by supporting the show. Love your loads. And to my girl, my sister from another mother, Miriam, thanks for all those coffees, just for so bold and vibrant. Oh yes, I'm bold, I'm vibrant, and I'm beautiful. I like to play. And for my girl all the way from the UK, this girl, I love her so much. Hello to you, so and our great producer, Akeem. Hope I can stay up for your show tonight. What a phenomenal show it was on Saturday night. Fireworks was in the air, and I was loving it. Props, my hostess and producer. Woman, you make me love you 1,000 times more. I love you 1,000 times more, girl. You now have sent people to church and prayer meetings. Change their minds and hearts as they know it's the truth that always comes out within you. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that you give her the strength to get stronger in what she does, enlightening the minds of those who don't understand what's going on in their minds and the things that they see. God bless you and your family. I receive it, my darling. I love you more. Thank you. And Sameline Edmonds, thank you. She bought many coffees and she left me a beautiful note. She said, I feel the need to continue supporting the live. You have provided accurate and factual information to St. Lucians and by extension, those in the diaspora to what's happening to Sweet Helen. You are doing an outstanding job. Continue to be who you are. God bless you. Much love. Thank you, Sameline Edmonds. Much appreciated. And girl, you made me laugh this morning because I go back and read some of your comments when I write stuff. And girl, you had me cracking up about the gas issue. Boy, did you tell her. And Doris, yes, Doris, darling, how are you all the way in the USA with your hubby, Patrick? I hope you guys are doing well. Love you, Doris. Love you, Patrick. And I got another member, May. She got me coffees again, but she became a member and she said, thank you so for your hard work and dedication to what you're doing. You are great. Keep it up. Don't stop. We love you. I won't. And in my last live, Sharon, Tara Maggle bought me many coffees. Love you, Sharon. Then Kurt bought me coffees. Thank you, darling. Then I got a new member, View George, and his message was, thank you, so. You're most welcome. And then Hiller Senthor bought me many coffees the last show and said, God bless you. You're doing a great job. Thank you, all of you who continue supporting. I just see some coffees popping up here, and it's from my girl Maggie Magilda. Thank you, darling. Coffees always appreciated from your love. So my people, let us wish our lovely May an advanced birthday greeting coming from myself and the Lies and Deceit family and my producer. Happy birthday, May. May you see many more years. Enjoy your fabulous. You see how good she looking, May? See, I ain't gonna tell you her age, but you know, that's why all the boys 30-something, 40-something want to roll on us, because we looking good, damn good. We take care of ourselves. We ain't running man head there, and shit to us, so we ain't doing that. So happy birthday, sweetheart. See this sexy May? Beautiful woman, lovely woman. I go tell you her age. She and she looks so good, so good. So all my people wish her a happy birthday. And my girl, cut your cake, celebrate. Cut your cake, celebrate it. Happy birthday, May Randolph. Love you, girl. Okay, so we are gonna get ready to rumble. Tonight, people, it is really sad. It is really sad what is going on in our country. And as I have always said, it is not about me. It is about my country. Because if it was about me, maybe I wouldn't care. I wouldn't come here and say, okay, sira, whatever will be. And I would not give a damn, but I would be selfish. And as I've always said to y'all, this show I am doing is because God has placed me here to do it. This is not of me, I can tell you. This is not of me. And you know, the funny thing, me being a believer, the funny thing for me is that I am seeing my own sisters and brothers in Christ accepting the nastiness of this government. I am seeing my own brothers and sisters in Christ going after Alan Shastney. The kind of person I am, even if Alan Shastney becomes the next prime minister, I will pull him up and tell him, hey, you need to do this correct, you're doing that wrong. I am more of an asset to him that way than kissing his posterior, and he's doing shit. Tonight, I am really going to blow them out of the water, and after I am done with your Prime Minister of St. Lucia, our Prime Minister of St. Lucia, I am going to tell you frankly that I'm very ashamed. I am very ashamed of our Prime Minister. Crime in our country is going to continue. Crime in our country is going to continue. Because when I look at what transpired let me tell you something. I was sick on the last day they were speaking, and I just got the end. I didn't really hear everything. But I am continuing to tell you that this show is directed by the Holy Spirit. Because where God sent me to get those pieces of what Pierre was saying is so critical that everybody in St. Lucia hear this. I feel very ashamed that our country have men and women with no decorum. And why I am angry is because the hatred being spewed at one man. The hatred being spewed at one man. Now, Bradley Felix, I have to give you a call, sir. They gave me your number, but I haven't called you as yet. But I have to call you, sir. But I know and I believe that you are a wise man. Okay? You may be displeased with things, but you are not erratic like Philip J. Pierre. Philip J. Pierre and the St. Lucia Labour Party, they are very, very sly. And some of the parts I will show you tonight, you will understand why I'm saying that. Bradley Felix will not be a traitor as snake oil. I think Bradley Felix is educated enough, in touch with God, in touch with his community, for him to do anything like defecting from the party. Now, the St. Lucia Labour Party government is a wicked government. I am telling you, it takes the grace of God for me to come and speak to you, because anytime I have to speak about these people, I get so angry. Because the maliciousness and the nastiness I saw when I went back to look at the House of Assembly, and I don't get it. Alan Shastney, my God, y'all hate this gentleman so much that Bradley Felix, y'all are trying to drag the mister into the malpopte. Where in God's green earth have you ever seen Bradley Felix quarreling with anybody? Bradley is a quiet spirit. But let me tell you, they have no plan. Philip J. Pierre and his cabal has no plan. So they came into the House of Parliament. And that's not the first time I've realized that, but this time it was very glaring. They come in the House of Parliament to sow doubt, confusion, and discord in the minds of the people of St. Lucia. They come in the House of Parliament to sow discord and confusion between the leader of the opposition and Mr. Felix. You'll have to be smart. You cannot give what you don't have. I will repeat it again. You cannot give what you don't have. So they have nothing to give to the people of St. Lucia. So you know what they're doing? Within the parliament, where they know people are watching and that the media houses would play it, they are trying to stir confusion that Bradley Felix should not be with Alan Shastney, that Bradley Felix should pull away from him, and he's a nice guy. I'll play the tape for you. This government is mad. Bradley Felix may not talk, but he is not snake oil. I have never spoken to Bradley Felix, but I watch people. Maybe he have his own things dealing with, but Bradley Felix is a man of character. And why would he defect and come across y'all? So basically what I'm saying to you tonight, the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, in his speech, I will play it for you to listen. It's actually like saying to Bradley Felix, come away from them. You're not like that. You limen with bad characters. Is this the man St. Lucia put to represent them as their Prime Minister of St. Lucia? I am very ashamed. I am very, 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 very ashamed. You know, Bradley is, I am very outspoken, you see me here, but when I'm out, I'm in my own world, very reserved. I'm not someone that will just go, hey there, you know, acting like you mad. Bradley kind of remind me of myself, kind of reserved, but we know what we're about. Somebody come and speak to us, obviously we'll be courteous and speak to them. That is people who think, but yet still they're trying to turn Mr. Bradley Felix against his own party and Alan Chasney. This is a wicked and nasty government. Now, to all the shims, let me tell you all something. I like nice, shabby men. That is my preference. I do not like any shabbing that don't know if he male or female. I don't know if you are a shim, if you are he or her. Clarify your gender. If you gender neutral, I have no issue with that, because I have many people who are gay and they are respectable and they are my friends. I have no issues with them. I've worked with gay fellas and they're very nice to me, so they're very nice. But the declassé ones, I do not know. I don't know if you are gay. I don't know. That's why I say clarify your gender. Right? I do not like shims. I don't know if you're a boy or a girl. And you are shabbing, disrespecting all the shabbing. My preference is shabbing men. I like them. Right? So please excuse me from your debacle. You know nothing of me. I'll not mention your name. I will not give you value. But please try to educate and elucidate yourself. I will not give you all fame. All of you are looking for fame on Soraya's name. You ain't got it. Okay? So people, let's watch the video.
I mean, remember the Choiseul? I had a lot of, he sat there, and in the beginning, he was very magnanimous. But as he grew into politics, he became a little like the rest of them. But I have told the member for Choiseul is that what he's saying, he doesn't mean, that's not him. The member of Choiseul is a guy who's pretty humble. The member of Choiseul was a fellow who everybody can see when they were in the bank, he helped them. That's not a member of Choiseul. But the member of Choiseul got himself intertwined in bad company. You know, he's going bad. So the member of Choiseul listens to his leader and comes and speaks to my budget, but he can speak Pato. So he say Mati, but his leader say Mati. But he can speak Pato, so he say Mati.
Did you listen to Philip J. Pierre? Philip J. Pierre is the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. And this man is saying he knows Bradley Felix to be humble, but he's now part of them. What kind of nasty rhetoric is that? The only other member of Parliament for the United Workers' Party is Alan Chasney. So you see the division, you see the hate, you see the nastiness. Let's play that for people to hear again. And this man is talking about for the Prime Minister to say Matisse. Man, what foolishness. We over here. We over here dying with inflation. We over here up drowning. We can't swim. And you worried about how Alan Chasney pronounced the word Mati. Where do you get off? Play this again for people to hear.
I mean, the member of Choiseul had a lot of, he sat there, and in the beginning, he was very magnanimous. But as he grew into politics, he became a little like the rest of them. But
he became just like the rest of them. Bradley, this is an insult. This is an insult to you, to your character. You see how they go. And the St. Lucia Labour Party is known for going after people to destroy them, to destroy their characters. The St. Lucia Labour Party is known for doing that. How can you say that about Bradley? You're in the house, so you believe you could say anything. Carry on.
like the rest of them. But I have told the member for Choiseul is that what he's saying, he doesn't mean, that's not him. The member of Choiseul is a guy who's pretty humble. The member of Choiseul was a fellow who everybody can see when they were in the bank, he helped them. That's not a member of Choiseul. But the member of Choiseul got himself intertwined in bad company. You know, he's going bad. So the member of Choiseul listens to his leader and comes and speaks to my budget, but he can speak Patois. So he say Mati, but his leader say Mati. But he can speak Patois, so he say Mati.
So the leader of the opposition, Honorable Alan Chasney, cannot speak Patois. But Honorable Philip J. Pierre, you cannot even speak English. You cannot even speak English. So what's your point?
God have mercy upon us.
You cannot even speak English, but you want to speak to Alan Chasney about Patois. Poor job, the two sign language people, they were confused when you were talking, the lady do, the boy do, because they could not even comprehend what you were saying, and you want to worry with a man because he cannot speak Patois. There are many people in St. Lucia who cannot speak Patois, and that do not make them less of a person. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Tonight I come in for them. Now, my people, you remember we were talking. Let me tell my producer which one I have, because tonight we come in on hard. I have a lot. Let us expose the Speaker of the House. Let us expose the Speaker of the House.
Members, this is not a game. I take my job very seriously. I looked around, and the only microphone that was on was the Prime Minister's microphone. Anybody putting on a microphone now is going to make a mockery of the House, and they will face the wrath of the Speaker.
Flashback.
No, Alva.
Member for Library.
No, Alva.
Member for Castry Central.
What you have done on your right foot? I told you you can't come in that.
Member for Castries, you need a podium? Or the lectern, sorry, you need a lectern? Yes. Okay.
That's why we are collective to do one thing. No. You need to understand. I spoke to you.
We expose lies and deceit. Expect us.
So, I am telling you, my mission is to vindicate who has to be vindicated. Therefore, Richard Frederick is the Speaker of the House. Jeremiah Norbert is not the Speaker of the House, the Deputy Speaker of the House. We have Claudius Francis as the Deputy Speaker of the House, because we showed you in the video plainly what transpired, what happened. We showed it to you. So Alan Chastney, and there is a video going about where Alan Chastney stood up when he was Prime Minister, and then Kenny said, since the day before, he said he wanted to speak, and Kenny said, Mr. Speaker, my light was on, you're supposed to look around. Alan Chastney, y'all can say what you want about Alan Chastney. Me talking and dealing with Alan Chastney one-to-one, he's a very nice person. Shas, very nice person. Shas did not appear to be aggressive towards Kenny. He just watched the speaker and he sat down. And then Andy said, okay, Dr. Anthony, MP for Viford South, you may speak. Andy showed respect to Dr. Anthony, like Dr. Anthony or not. Dr. Anthony was our Prime Minister for 3 times, I think. We have to show him respect. And even if you say he is just an MP in the House, that's fine. But in your wisdom, Claudius, in your wisdom, which you have none, you would have allowed Alan Chastney to speak. But the aim is to make the people of St. Lucia suffer. So in essence, let me tell you all what happened, the people of St. Lucia. In essence, the appropriation bill has to be passed by law. There's an appropriation law that governs the expenditure and the revenues. So in essence, what they did, they said to the people of Castries Central, you are not worthy. They said to the people of Micoud South, you are not worthy. They said to the people of Castries Central, you are not worthy. They said to the people of Laboui, you are not worthy. They said to the people of Castries South, you are not worthy. People think about things logically and not red or yellow. We have a budget for $1.8 billion. And all these men did not speak. It is an insult to the people of St. Lucia. Excuse me, but I will show you more. Play the one, the Grenada suffering. This is what this party is doing to us.
I am counting on you. I am counting on you to put the new National Party back into this government so that we can continue to suffer, to serve you. We can continue. I am counting on you. I am counting on you to put the new National Party back into this government so that we can continue to suffer, to serve you. We can continue to serve you.
God have mercy upon us.
Yes, they have put us to suffer. This is exactly what this government have done to us. Now, my people, I am very sad. What I'm going to show you all, let's go to composition of the House. See for yourself. It's just sad.
The people decide the composition of this honorable House. In our democracy, when the people decide, they send their representatives to this honorable House. In 1997, the people voted 16-1. There was one opposition member in 1997. In 2021, the people voted 2 opposition members in this honorable House. So, Mr. Speaker, if the people of St. Lucia wanted more representation in this honorable House, they would have voted for more members of the United Workers' Party. The people voted for 2 members in the United Workers' Party. Suddenly, we have lost our respect for the will of the people. The will of the people no longer matter. We've lost our respect, and we believe that because we have
lost the respect for the will of the people. I am really wondering what St. Lucians were thinking to elect Philip J. Pierre as their Prime Minister. But Philip J. Pierre, you have insulted me and 180,000 people in St. Lucia because we never got the opportunity to listen to the leader of the opposition and the other members. So in essence, you are acting above the people of St. Lucia. You are a law unto yourself. You close a debate. So I want to know if it is Alan Shastney that is not respecting the will of the people, or aren't you the one not respecting the will of the people by having him not speak? So when you are trying to make one man look bad, you are looking like an idiot. You are not respecting the will of the people. Let's go on.
If that because we have a divine rule to run this country, that we can come to this honorable House and dictate what we want, when we want, and how we want. 2 members of the opposition are in this honorable House. The leader of government business stood, and he made for the first time in St. Lucia's parliamentary history, the leader of government business wrote a letter to the leader of the opposition offering him time to speak. The leader of the opposition responded saying when he wants to speak, based on a ratio that he worked out for himself.
How can you, Philip J. Pierre, and your leader of government business dictate to the leader of the opposition when to speak? The audacity of you and Ernest Hille. How can you tell him when to speak and if he doesn't speak? What is going on in this country? Carry on.
Responded saying when he wants to speak, based on a ratio that he worked out for himself. The leader of government business stood up again and he wrote him.
There should not be any ratio, whether it be with UWP or SLP. It tells me that our constitution is flawed. It is whoever catches the eye of the speaker. And the speaker should be bright enough and not act like an ass and look around to see whose light is on. And the speaker should protect the people of St. Lucia. But no, he protecting his bread and he protecting his party. Because if you Claudius Francis that always acting, oh, I am above the law. I know everything. Everybody asking me everything. And you sat there as the Speaker of the House and deprived other MPs from speaking and deprive the people who voted for them to hear what they have in the budget for them, for their constituencies. This cannot be right. Our country is upside down. This cannot be right. Continue.
And he wrote him again and he said, please change your mind. Let us be mature in this exercise. Change your mind and speak.
Change his mind for what is no. Now I get in vexed. Philip J. Pierre, you only won as Prime Minister because of Richard, Frederick, and King. Right? The madness, they left the parties and all the lies and the deceit. Right? You only won because of them. You are speaking to a former Prime Minister. But you want to treat him like he is shit, like he is nothing. You're telling the man to accede when to speak. You rude, fast, and indiscreet. Carry on.
In the allotted time. I will even give you the same amount of time as the Prime Minister, even if you do not respond as is the normal.
Who is the leader of the opposition, the leader of government business to tell Shasney, I will give you more time to speak? You cannot tell the man when to speak. When they have 15 of y'all and it's only 2 of them, what are y'all afraid of? It clearly looks like a plot. Y'all in the man ass day in, day out. Something is wrong with y'all. Something is wrong with y'all brains.
Process. He refused again. The leader of government business stood up in his honorable house and begged the leader of the opposition to speak. Literally begged him. Tell him, come on, I will still give you the same amount of time, even if you've lost it because you did not reply right away. He refused it.
What the? Because the leader of the opposition did not reply, he's lost the time to speak. What? Huh? No, give me some laughing emoji. That must be some jackass speaking there. I need to laugh at that.
I think we need to carry this out of range of this ain't it, are you?
Mr. Producer, drag that back a little. Let the people hear what a prime minister is saying to another former prime minister, that if you do not speak, you will lose the time. What Bolsheviks is that? What bullshit is that? My people of St. Lucia, I am here to open your eyes. This cannot be right. This cannot even be right. If Alan Shasney was in power and he did that to Philip J. Pierre, I would have pulled his socks up and said, you can't do that. It's 2 of them. I would say, Shas, you have 15 people, 15 too. Shas, what do you care? Let's say it's Philip J. Pierre and Ernest that won. I would say, Shas, what do you care when they speak? They can speak after. They can even close the budget. You don't care. Because you're confident in what you have presented to the people of St. Lucia. Play on, Mr. Speaker.
Respond as is the normal process. He refused again. The leader of government business stood up in his honorable house and begged the leader of the opposition to speak. Literally begged him. Tell him, come on, I will still give you the same amount of time, even if you've lost it because you did not reply right away. He refused to speak, Mr. Speaker. Yes, again told him, it's 7 o'clock in the evening. You speak. It's prime time. His squad was, what's prime?
It's 7 o'clock in the evening. He speak prime time. Let me tell you all, St. Lucia, Alan Shasney is a white man. And I have never seen him do that rubbish in the House of Parliament. My God. Let me tell you, it's like somebody getting something that they never thought they would have gotten. Honestly, St. Lucians, I'm seeing a lot of people writing comments when I go back to read the lives, and they're saying many St. Lucia Labour Party supporters are actually listening to the show and like the show. Because I'm here for truth. I'm not here to condone wrong. But what this man is doing, this man said he gave Alan Shastney to speak at prime time. I never see Alan Shastney did your lad. I have never seen Alan Shastney treat you all so badly. And imagine one of your people who resigned and was on a board and a strong SLP supporter is very upset with you all and said that you all promised to work in the interest and put the people first. But here you all are only on Alan Shastney case. Something is wrong with the faculties of this government. Go ahead, my dear.
Still give it the same amount of time, even if you've lost it because you did not reply right away. He refuses to speak, Mr. Speaker. Yesterday, again, told him it's 7 o'clock in the evening. You speak. You speak. It's prime time. His comment was, what's prime time? So, Mr. Speaker, those who are there who want to refashion the story, refashion the history, tell about the people are the ones who decide who comes into the parliament. If the people wanted to put more members of the opposition parliament, they'll put them. So, Mr. Speaker, I rise to close that historic debate, Mr. Speaker. And I once more want to thank my colleagues and even thank the member for Choiseul, because he realized that my government was not a government of vindictiveness.
I want y'all United Workers' Party supporters. I want Alan Shastney, the executive of the United Workers' Party, and Bradley to pay careful attention. These men and women who call themselves the government of St. Lucia, they are using the same tactic to fool the people of St. Lucia, to fool the United Workers' Party supporters, to fool the independent, making them believe that Alan Shastney has nobody for him. Let me tell you something. I stand with Alan Shastney. He's a good guy. I stand with Alan Shastney because the things I heard you all said about this man, and I'm going to show it in the clips, it is unbecoming of anybody who is a leader of any nation. So the United Workers' Party, the executive, all of y'all need to be smart. They are trying to use Bradley, but as I said, I believe Bradley is an intelligent guy. He may not say much, but Bradley is no snake oil. They are trying to use Bradley, butter Bradley up, like, oh, you are a good man. What are you doing with this criminal? This is how they are trying to make Bradley view Alan Shastney. But it is not going to work. Bradley is not going to, you see, snake oil, I could not say that about him. But Bradley Felix is not going to come to y'all. Bradley is a true United Workers' Party candidate. If Bradley is upset, is not SLP he will come to. So Philip J. Pierre and his cabal, instead of telling us, the people of St. Lucia, what they have in store for us, what are they doing? They are trying to drive division. You're in power. So hot. You're in power. What are you all afraid of? Two little men, Alan Shastney and Bradley, because you know why you all are afraid? Call elections now. According to a young person, Auntie so 17 not. Call election because you lied to the people of St. Lucia. Carry on, my dear.
My colleagues, and even thank the member for Choiseul, because he realized that my government was not a government of vindictiveness, was not a government that would want to make you cry. That's not a government that said we lost our right to speak. But I know, and I heard people talking about Choiseul. I also have roots in Choiseul. But I know that handicraft is important to Choiseul. So one of the first projects that we are going to do, not only in the small business, but in the youth economy, is promote handicraft in Choiseul for the people of Choiseul.
Your greatest resource or your greatest asset of any country are your people. And you hear what he's basically doing nothing. That was there. Bradley was always doing that. And let me tell you, Bradley is a worker. He would not lose his seat, and he ain't going to lose it anytime soon unless he decides not to. He is a worker. Go speak to the people of Choiseul, Salty Buzz. Go speak to them. He is a worker. So when you come in and talk about you're going to do craft for them, it's bullshit you talking. What craft? Carry on.
I've also told him, and he's got it before, allocations when we give parliamentary representatives allocations. So he's got his allocation already, and he's going to get his allocation in the CDP, Mr. Speaker, as I promised him, not like what they did to us. So he'll get his allocation, and I'm sure he will use it in a diligent manner.
Alan Shasney government gave y'all your allocation every month, but y'all chose to do what y'all want and not serve the people who elected y'all. I am here to show y'all the malpopte. I'm showing y'all the malpopte. You know, is this what y'all voted as a government? As a government? I'm ashamed. I didn't vote them, and I'm proud. So let us go. I'm giving it to y'all. I am going to show you people the hate, the racism. It is very painful, people, to know these. I don't feel comfortable not to even sit in a meeting with this government. There is just too much hate. You never got that feeling. We used to give Alan Shasney Mepui, but there was never that hate. You know, let's go. We're gonna play composition of the house. It's just sad. Composition of the house. We paid just now. What did we play? Compilation of field. No, not this. Composition of the house. What have we done? Yeah, because, you know, I have to show y'all. It's a lot for y'all tonight, so I have to show y'all the things they have been saying. It is just crazy. What have we done? And you are going to see it for yourself, the type of prime minister y'all have elected. What have we done? Take a look.
This belief that this government will fail. Look at the men and women on this side. Look at us. Look at us. There are issues, you know. And I say that, and I know I'm going to get criticized, Mr. Speaker. But in politics, you must get criticized. And I have no, as I may say I made a mistake. You know, Mr. Speaker, the biggest problem with some of these people in this country, with our government, when they look at us man to man. From Miku, his mother was a laborer.
The disrespect of Philip J. Pierre. Claudius Francis sits his ass there. No. Y'all can say I for the white man. I do not care. I just hate the disrespect. I hate the bullying. I hate the picking of one man. You know, what is going on in this country? And this is why I always stand up for myself. You are a bully, you come for me, I'm going to run for you with a bulldozer. This is crazy. Claudius Francis is incompetent. And I'm sure any other speaker would stop this man, Philip JP, and tell him, Hush, when you in the house, You must not refer to anyone as he. You have to say member of Mikud South. Pull it back, let people hear the disrespect from that so hot Philip JP. I am angry. I am angry because I hate this nastiness that has overtaken our country. I'm angry.
With our government, when they look at us man to man, he, from Miku, his mother was a laborer. He, from Denry, he has no name. Prosper? Pros who? He, Simonson King, his father was a fisherman. She, Emma, the mother from Soufre, with a little...
People, that's your prime minister? Oh my God, can I go? I love my country, but can I get a prime minister like me?
God have mercy upon us.
What the hell? What is going on in this country? Continue.
He, Simonson King, his father was a fisherman. She, Emma, the mother from Soufre, with a little... Member from Southeast Countries, from Black Mali. Member from Answer Countries, from Millet. Who is it? Well, member from Kashi Central.
What jackassery is that in the House of Parliament where this man is passing a 1.8 billion budget and he's doing bullshit like that, laughing? What is this? This is why he can't help you and I. Always laughing across his face like a freaking clown.
We want our country and our lives to return to normal.
He always boasts about carrying bananas in his head and living in a little house in Milton's yard. He, member from Grosile, always says his mother was a vendor. She worked to send him to it. Member from Babylon, same thing. Member from Beaufort North always says where he from Beaufort North. He have from no boy in Castries. He even scared of Castries. Member from Labry, same thing. Understands where he's from, where he's going, and his achievements. Member from Denver North, he always says he come from Mabuya, where he come from. Member for Castries South, from Fulasho. Member for the Attorney General, from Fulasho too. I from Waterworks Road Marshal. So, that's you. So you see, me, Mr. Speaker, the member from Beaufort South, what I say about him is what they forget. So the basic problem with that system, with some people in the system, they cannot understand how that group of people begin to reign solution without somebody like the leader of the opposition.
This man got to be an idiot. Pull that back, let people hear that. My people, I am so irate, I'm so disgusted. This is filth in our House of Parliament. What is this? What is this? Play it back. Jesus Christ.
With some people in the system, they cannot understand how that group of people begin to reign solution without somebody like the leader of the opposition.
So what is Alan Shastin like? Let me tell you something. Idiot! Philip J. Pierre. Alan Shastin is the man. Alan Shastin is going to be the next prime minister very soon because you think you high and mighty. You have those who have helped you win this election. They are turning away from you one by one. How dare you? How dare you refer to Alan Chasney, a former Prime Minister of St. Lucia, who is still loved by many. How dare you refer to him in this derogatory way? Man, God is going to deal with you. The wrath of God is upon you. You pray in, you put in psalms on your page, but your heart is far away from God. Continue.
You see me, Mr. Speaker, the member from Beaufort South, what I say about him is what they forget. So the basic problem with that system, with some people in the system, they cannot understand how that group of people begin to reign St. Lucia without somebody like the leader of the opposition. So it's not a matter of ability. What have we done? What has this government done in 8 months? Tell me, what have we done in the 9 months we were in power? What have we done to affect them? What have we done to destroy the country? What have we done?
People, let me drink some of my OJ. Let me drink some of my OJ. Tess, are you there? Tess, I'm holding my cup properly. Tess, tell me to hold my cup properly. Tess, I'm putting my pinky up. I'm holding it properly. My people, I'm very upset. Because if Alan Chasney was the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, and Philip J.P. is now the leader of the opposition, and he was a previous Prime Minister or not, to refer to him like that, But let us show you their failed promises. Sit back, get your popcorn, don't run away, because we are going to show you. He asked, what have they done in 8 months? What have they done? I have compiled it to blow them out of the water. Sit back and relax.
I'm a young man from the Marshall community, and I understand now Alan Chasney doesn't care about anybody, only the FFF, family, friends, foreigners.
And we have to admit as a nation that we have lowered the bar.
When SLP was there, they had a nice program. The laptop for children. Labor had a hat for people.
We have no more money.
But right now, Flabo forget about the people. They forget about us. St. Lucians, use your head this time. Put your X by the star. Because Labour will put you first.
The St. Lucia Labour Party, putting you first.
We expose lies and deceit. Expect us.
I am supporting Emma Hippolyte because I know she's a woman who understands and she can push Soufrière forward.
When I look around at young people, the single mothers, I've shown them the empathy to say, I know they are suffering. When we did the telephone for unemployed mothers last year, that's what it was all about, because I felt the pain. When I did it for unemployed young men just recently, together with the Soufrière Living Day. And again, it's because of the knowledge that we have, the knowledge that I bring to the table, to try to get Soufrière people to come together, form an NGO, and start moving yourself in a different direction. I have the knowledge, I have the skills, I have the passion, and more than anything else, Soufrière, I care for you.
I am very confident that she's going to make a difference in Soufrière. So that is why I will vote for Emma Hippolyte.
We expose lies and deceit. Expect us.
We all about giving people money in their pockets. Now, when the government takes tax from you, they refuse to give you back your money on time. Everyone complains about it. Let me tell you what the Labour Party will do. Everybody that we have less than $5,000 in refunds for them, we'll give them back the money the first 100 days. In the first 100 days, we're going to give them back their money. So if you have, the government owes you money in tax refund, tax rebate, as they say, your tax refund not returning, we are going to give you back your money. Once it's $5,000 and less, we'll give you back your money in 100 days. Have more money in your pocket, but I know things have been tough. So the government owes you, we're going to pay you back.
We expose lies and deceit. Expect us.
What the Labour Party is saying is that the schools need the facility fees, but we will take the burden of the facility fees of the parents, and the government will pay the schools for the parents. So the parents have to pay no facility fees for their children, no matter what school the children are going to. What that means? That means there'll be less burden on the parents when school opens. They will not have that burden of facility fees to pay every term when school is opening.
Expose lies and deceit. Expect us.
What really we mean by the first $4,000 of income there's no tax? Many people are saying, what's that about? It's very simple. If you're getting $4,000 a month or less than that, you pay no tax. That means you pay no PAYE. That means all your money that you used to pay to the government in tax will come to your pocket to do what you want.
We expose lies and deceit. Expect us.
We all about giving people money in their pockets. Now, when the government takes tax from you, they refuse to give you back your money on time. Everyone complains about it. Let me tell you what the Labour Party will do. Everybody that we have less than $5,000 in refunds for them, we'll give them back the money the first 100 days. In the first 100 days, we're going to give them back their money. So if you have, the government owes you money in tax refund, tax rebate, as they say, your tax refund not returning, we are going to give you back your money. Once it's $5,000 and less, we'll give you back your money in 100 days. Have more money in your pocket, but I know things have been tough. So the government owes you, we're going to pay you back.
We expose lies and deceit. Expect us.
For almost 5 years, this UWP government has disrespected you, victimized you, marginalized you, and belittled you. You, the nice worker, terminated. The fisherfolk, your marketing corporation, given away. The banana farmer, now unable to sell your bananas. Secondary school students, your laptop snatched away. National Trust members, demonized. Public servants turned into political tools. The UWP has not worked for you. They worked for friends who needed a fresh start, family who needed to own a school, speculators who craved to profit from operating government payments. They worked for foreign hoteliers, for millionaire golf course owners from Cabot, and for the horses of DSH. It is always about them. And at this time of our acutest economic crisis caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and a spendthrift and inept prime minister, at this time of massive unemployment, pennilessness and hunger, the government spends millions on road construction and fritters away $78 million in IMF income support funds on a garbage dump, among other irrelevant projects. It is time to bring a halt to this. It is time to return the people to the center of governance. The people's needs, the people's lands, their patrimony, their heritage, their culture, and their history. The St. Lucia Labour Party will put the people first. A St. Lucia Labour Party government will put you first. You, the student. You, the youth. You, the elderly. You, the farmer. You, the healthcare worker. You, the public servant. You, the police officer. You, the minibus driver. You, the vendor. You, the fisherfolk. You, the entrepreneur. You, the community. And you, the people. The St. Lucia Labour Party, putting you first.
We expose lies and deceit. Expect us.
It's all about putting people first for the St. Lucia Labour Party. This is the party's mantra going into the next general election campaign. As a result, the SLP says support for farmers and fishers will be high on the agenda. So much so that the party has pledged, if elected to office, to remove the $1.50 excise tax imposed in 2017 by the Alan Chasney administration. The tax was intended to raise funds for roadworks. However, the SLP claims that the fishers have long opposed the tax. Some critics argue is of no benefit to them.
We'll provide to farmers assistance in the provision of inputs, fertilizers, and irrigation. As part of the support to farmers, the $1.50 additional fuel excise tax implemented by the government for road rehabilitation will be removed for fishers. We shall have open and frank discussions with banana farmers to ensure a sustainable future for their produce.
Opposition leader Philip J. Pierre has called for more focus on efforts to achieve food security amid the pandemic. The COVID-19 crisis has led to disruptions in food supply chains, forcing government leaders to explore other means to feed their citizens. Pierre encouraged citizens to plant their own food.
We have noted the negative effects of COVID-19 on the economy and are firmly committed to providing government incentives and opportunities for farmers and fisherfolk to avoid continued disruption to their livelihoods. We must aggressively encourage St. Lucians to grow what they eat and to eat what they grow, and to find outside markets for surplus food production.
The SLP has also promised to diversify the agriculture sector.
An SLP government will make certain that our country, through sustainable use of our resources, will develop a truly diversified economy with agriculture receiving equal treatment and prominence as the other sectors of the economy. From its inception in 1951, the St. Lucia Labour Party, founded by the Honourable George F.L. Charles.
Pierre says the main opposition party will seek to stimulate new value-added areas in agriculture, including aquaponics, which will be aimed at the youth. Officials also vowed to hold dialogue with marijuana advocates on a medicinal and recreational cannabis industry. Colby DeVoe, HTS News Force.
We expose lies and deceit. Expect us.
They were not expecting Soraya Alexander. They thought they would have won the election and just come do what they want. But no, I'm on a mission to ensure that we, the people of St. Lucia, hold you accountable. 100 days of lies. Promise the people stuff. What did you give them? Absolutely nothing. You talk about facility fees, whereas, you know, it was a big lie. You talk about CXC, a big lie. And think about it. This government does not have structure, because if I am working and I'm capable to pay my child CXC, all 8 subjects, why would I need help from the government? This is foolish to pay maths and English. This is ridiculous. They have no plans, because you should be helping the parents who cannot pay the 8 subjects. Why pay 2 subjects for me and I can pay all the 8 subjects? All right? Why don't you look at the children? Because every year we have to be coming together to help students to pay their CXC. A lot of students. Students wanted reviews of their grades. I volunteered and I paid for reviews for some students, right? So this man, property tax, where is it? You said you would remove it. You said you would have given the people the 150, the fishers, the 150, you're going to remove it. Where is it? Where is the tax refund for the people of St. Lucia? Where are all the things you promised, Philip J. Pierre? I am here to expose the lies and deceit. Now, you know, people of St. Lucia was not thinking, and I think I mentioned that already. Alan Shasta invested $78 million in roads, and this helped grow the economy. It aided in growing the economy with tourism, 12.21%. But here they are right now, beating up Alan Shasta, talking about back then, he used $78 million. Well, did you expect the Prime Minister to take $78 million and drop it in your pants? Is that what you all were expecting, for the Prime Minister to take that $78 million and drop it in the pants? All the things you all promised the people of St. Lucia. How many young people and young mothers in Soufrière are suffering, right? You all promised to help them. The NICE program, how many people you've sent away from the Castries City Council, from the NAPS program, or whatever they call it, or from all the other jobs that you believe they are UWP supporters. What have you done? You have done nothing. You have done nothing but to vilify a man because he's white. Now, I'm best comment for the night. Best comment for the night is from, let me see if I get it. Best comment from the night. And Meander Vidal, I am with you 100%. And this is why I like the stance that Alan Shasta has taken. Tomorrow he's going to be on and laying it thick. Wednesday he'll be with me, and Thursday again he's going to have something else. Meander, this is how I felt too. But Flobo really didn't break glass in SLP's last election campaign. They slept on them. And this is why I am putting on the pressure on United Workers' Party to get the right people around you. It ain't about you when you're a politician. It's about the people of St. Lucia. Take your 10,000 or whatever monies they give you, go and invest it, go and do something for yourself, and leave our monies alone. If you want to get rich, don't come in politics. Politics is not for rich people. But all of y'all give your friends, your families, and cliques position. Listen to what they said. They said about giving friends and family clique. That's what Alan Shasta did. Look at every organization. Ernest Hilaire has placed all his friends. Philip J. Pierre, what is your daughter? Because I always say, if I was the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, my children will be their own person, be in their own positions, have their own life. You ain't coming nowhere in anything concerning government. Why is Philip J. Pierre's daughter on some tourism escapade wherever they went? Why is she there? These people have placed all their friends and families in position. I am playing this. People, it's not that I am giving him airplay. If you do not know what the enemy is saying, how can you counteract? So this is why it's true he sounds like a mouton, but you have to listen to the Beth. Right? You have to listen to it, because I have to listen to it to come here and explain to you all. So you all need to open your minds and listen. That's the only way you'll be able to fight them. Fight them with truth and not violence. Fight them with truth. Best comment. I'll read it again. But Flabo really didn't break glass in SLP's last election campaign. They slept on them. It is very, very true. And as I've always said, their PR was sloppy. So, let's go on. Let's go on. Let me show you the racism. I am PM. I am showing you all the man. And I'm, excuse me, I am doing this to enlighten you and to open up your minds, to allow you to see what we as a country, we as a people are dealing with. Let me tell you, the anger, the hate, the disgust they show towards Alan Shasta, it's just beyond me. How people can be so nasty. Alan Shasta has never done you all that. He has never done you all that. Take a look, my people.
Let me tell you the biggest problem with the leader of the opposition. He thinks he is entitled to be Prime Minister of St. Lucia. And he cannot accept the fact that the people of St. Lucia, led by me, have voted him out of power.
Oh Lord, I have to pray. You want a bun, Philip JP? You want a bun? You want a bun?
Well, I think we need to carry this inside of the because this ain't it, are you?
If you want a bun, you're a Prime Minister, man. You still cannot believe that you are the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. It is 9 freaking months. You are Prime Minister of St. Lucia. Do you want a bun? You want a bun?
We want our country and our lives to return to normal.
How can 15 men want to crucify one white man? Philip JP asked all the tourists not to come to St. Lucia. Philip JP, please ask. And the hypocrisy of Philip JP, because I didn't cut that part, but he was there saying, oh, now Adam Stewart, you know, he have to sign a letter, and now that will be real investment. The same sandals you and your cabal were criticizing, now you embracing them. So hot, Philip JP, so hot. You behind Alan Chasney. Leave the damn man alone. Let me elucidate you. Alan Chasney got y'all by the balls. Alan Chasney is wise. He's very calm. I cannot wait for his address tomorrow to put y'all flat down, platate. Continue, my dear.
To be Prime Minister of St. Lucia. And he cannot accept the fact that the people of St. Lucia, led by me, have voted him out of power. And that is his biggest problem. His biggest problem is he never expected that I would have the support of the men and women in here and the men and women out of the country. And the majority of the people in Castries East, God bless them, have won my seat 6 times. 6.
Man, if I was in Castries East, I wouldn't want you. I would not vote you 6 times. And you know, people, you must have a certain level of pride in yourself. And this is why he is after Alan Chasney, stating that he was born with a golden spoon. So the people of Castries East, let me speak to you boldly. He has kept you in bondage. Because let me tell you how most of those deceitful politicians operate. They like to have people under them. So people will look at them, oh, that's the big bossy. Ooh, big boss driving this vehicle. Big boss have big house. Oh, look, the big boss. Hey, boss, give me $5, give me $20, buy a tank of gas. Boss, I need $40 to buy groceries. This is what these politicians like. And the people feel like, oh, I'm something. But if you have a low self-esteem, that will look like something great for you. But when you know who or what you are not going to accept malpopte from politicians. So this is why he's saying, oh, the people of Masha voted him 6 times. What have you really done for the people of Masha? What really have you done? You know, I don't even know what to say again. Carry on, my dear.
The men and women out of the country. And the majority of the people in Castries East, God bless them, have won my seat 6 times. 6. He had that confidence to put me in this honorable house. So he hasn't got the maturity or the dignity to say to himself,
No. Oh. This is harassment. This is harassment. Because he alone is there with Bradley. And you have 15 to you puffing up your chest like a big idiot to go after him. Where do you get off, Philip J. Pierre? The dignity, and you're harassing the man. Just pull it back again so when I come out, you're harassing the man. How can this country have so much hatred? This is why we have so much. You hate a man so much. He is rich. His family is white. What the hell I care with that? It is left to me to get rich, to push myself. Emulate him. Be happy. But you're showing the people of St. Lucia not to get rich, not to do better. You after a man. What has Alan Chesney done to you? You, 9 months have done nothing. All you are doing is destroying our bloody country with your bullshit instead of running our country. Where do you get off, man?
I've lost. I made some errors. Let me see how we can go to come again. And that's his biggest problem. And that is why he's so petulant and arrogant and disrespectful and childish and tantrums because
who is arrogant? Who is childish? Who is throwing a tantrum now? You, like the biggest jackass prime minister of the Caribbean, you act a white man because he is white, because he is rich, and because people still love him. You thought all of us would have hated him and throw him to the wolves. No, we are there with him. I will never support any prime minister who treats another human being like that. You are wicked. You are wicked to be doing that in the House of Parliament. I can never support you, Philip J.P. Chesney has my 100% support. He's not perfect, but I will deal with him. He's humble. He has a good heart. He has a good heart. This is wickedness what you're doing to him. I am irate.
he can't understand that me, this black boy, beat him in a general election.
Hear the bullshit. Me, this black boy, beat him in an election. So, you're telling me my sons are black men, right? They go overseas, they participate in some event. My sons win. My son, among Caucasian men or women, my son have to come back here and say, oh, I am a proud black man. I beat the white people. I would tell them, get the hell out of it. Shut your front door with the bullshit you're saying. Is that what you're teaching our young people? We're supposed to see the whites, the Indians, the blacks, the gray, the Muslims, everything as a person and not as a thing. Man, I despise you for the way you treated Alan Chesney. Not because I am supporting it, but because he is a citizen and a human being. Where do you get off? Where do you get off?
Childish and tantrums because he can't understand that me, this black boy, beat him in a general election. That's his biggest problem. And all of those, they have that same problem quietly on the outside. You know why? Because some of us are afraid of our own. We do not like to see people we know.
Some of us are afraid of our own. Philip J. Pierre, explain to me, why is Alan Chesney not one of our own? Is it because he is white? Is it because he is rich? What is wrong? I cannot say, or Alan Chesney cannot say, Soraya, come and have coffee. I want to speak to you. I see him as my equal. I see him as a person. I don't care with his color. I have never cared with anybody's color. But you push racism in our country to make people think the white man don't like the black. But look at you. You are a black man and you're doing magie. So hot, Philip JPS. So hot.
Beat him in a general election. That's his biggest problem. And all of those, they have that same problem quietly on the outside. You know why? Because some of us are afraid of our own. We do not like to see people we know aspire to the highest heights. And instead,
we do not like to see people we know aspire to the highest height. But everybody knew Alan Chesney because of his father, you know, and the way all treat those Chasney, Philip J. Pierre, God is going to deal with you because Michael Chasney has contributed so much to our economy for decades. And the way you treat him and his son, he's a father. The way you speak about the man child, you think the man is going to like how you're speaking about him? Right? If anybody come for my children, I come in for them too, eh? Right? You think he is happy? You have no respect for Sir Michael Chasney, who has bailed out government on numerous occasions to pay salaries. Right? And you're talking about Alan Chasney like that? Man, I will pray every night on my knees that elections will be called very soon. Because you know why? I do not like this nastiness. I do not like how Alan Chasney is being treated. I get very hurt when I see that. It could have been you they were treating like that and telling you those things. I would have gotten upset. But you taking it to the next level, Pierre. What is wrong with you, Pierre? You are a prime minister. You have other ministers, other prime ministers, president watching your malpropre behavior in the house. This is unbecoming.
You know why? Because some of us are afraid of our own. We do not like to see people we know aspire to the highest heights. And instead of we are proud of somebody you know in Rhetoric Road where I was born, people who are on the same street with me, I can call their names, they live on the same street with me at Rhetoric Road. You know their problem now? The problem is now I've become Prime Minister of St. Lucia.
I have become Prime Minister of St. Lucia. People have a problem with you. You have become Prime Minister of St. Lucia. Alan Chasney, father, I saw Meander make a comment, and it's actually right. But, you know, I have to use the white because of this idiot man. Alan Chasney, father, is not white. His mom is white. In the U.S., they won't consider him as white. But when you look at Alan Chasney, you see he's a pure white man. He took more from his mom, who was Irish. Right? Now, let me tell you all something about the St. Lucia Labour Party. This is a nasty party. This is a nasty government. Because Sir John Compton, they treated him as badly as they are now treating Alan Chasney. The St. Lucia Labour Party never likes any Prime Minister under the United Workers' Party. They embrace somewhat Stephenson King. He's coming just now. I will never be a traitor. I will never be a traitor just for me to say I have a position. Anything I get, let me get it on my own. I will not kiss nobody's ass. I will not be a traitor. I will speak the truth. Alan Chasney is being treated just as badly as how they treated Sir John Compton. This is a wicked administration. I had to show it to you all. And then we wonder why our children fighting in the streets. Why are the young men killing each other? Why are children going into stores shoplifting? Right? Why there is so much indiscipline when we have men behaving like this? When we have men behaving like this, this is just unbecoming. This is just unbecoming. My people, we are in serious trouble in this country. We are in serious trouble in this country. And what they are presently doing to Alan Chasney, and they are trying to use their deceptive methods to get Bradley. Now, let me play a last tape for you all to laugh. Inflation by the PM. Let me show you all how he's a jackassery prime minister you all have.
Little country. No, you have a little country, Mr. Speaker. Inflation. During the last period, there was almost deflation. Almost. Right now, the United States inflation is the highest it has been for 40 years. 8.5 to 10%. In St. Lucia, Mr. Speaker, what do you want a government to do about inflation? When I said, plant more food, Instead of as a responsible party, the United Workers' Party said, listen to me, let us get together to see if we can plant more food. Because right now, the bread we're eating will have problems with wheat, and the price is going to be double, if not triple, very soon. You know what they did? Political short-sightedness. And they ridiculed me. They make pay for us to do memes and all kind of things. What hurt me the most in that is the little child that they put on the radio and said, Pierre want me to eat fig oil. Pierre want me to eat fig vet. Pierre. That is sad.
Can you believe a prime minister talking that bullshit at the appropriation bill debate? Can you believe that? St. Lucians, we are doomed. Eh? St. Lucians, we are doomed. So let us put the gas prices up. People, when you had $500, 2 years ago, you could have gotten more for your money. Right now, you have $500 and you're really not getting anything. Philip J. Pierre is making no effort, and their excuse is that they do not produce oil. But you are the Prime Minister of St. Lucia. You should be able to be in a position to help the people of St. Lucia through this high inflation period. But this man wants to do nothing for the people of St. Lucia. He wants to do absolutely nothing. So here you have it, my people of St. Lucia. As of today, many people have been bawling. Everything has gone up. I see people saying, and that is why I'm saying, St. Lucians, y'all are full of talk and no action. Maybe on my next show when I come, I will, not Wednesday, but I will show you what the Prime Minister of St. Vincent is doing. He said no, his people cannot afford to be suffering like that, so he has to, they did some how will I say it, some review, and they decided to ease the gas prices on the people of St. Lucia. So right now, my people, we are seeing what is happening to us. I see people saying, oh, they'll go back to coals. Who's going to coal pot? Me? We have to ensure. You see, this is where y'all surrender to politicians. Oh, I will go back to coal pot. No, we're not going back to no damn freaking coal pot. We have elected you, and you have to ease the squeeze for the people of St. Lucia. So a little Malay right now, like they like to call you Malay, which I hate that word. I say average citizen. We all are average citizens. Right now, we have to pay from $39, we have to pay $42, almost $43 for a 20-pound cylinder of gas. Ralph Gonzalez, say what you want about him. They are in discussion to bring down the price of fuel, right, at the pumps, and gas. You understand? When a person have to pay 40 and the 22 pounds is $47. And then we have the 100-pound cylinder, which was $309, is now $341. Let me tell you just now, is it the two things? People are going to try to leave St. Lucia, maybe go to a country where they can maybe survive, because right now poverty is about to increase in this country. And the reason why poverty is about to increase is because this government is doing nothing in their power to assist the people of St. Lucia. When you tell me that gasoline was $309, and right now that's a 100-pound cylinder, it's now at $341.16. This is crazy. This is madness, right? The 22-pound cylinder was $43. The man had $5 on that. The 20-pound, the man had another $3. Labor is not for the people of St. Lucia. Labor cannot govern. Now, my people, tomorrow, Uncle Shas is having his address to the nation. And I'm encouraging you, Hot TV, Hot 7 TV, DBS, GVD TV, Flow 115. I am encouraging you all to watch Sky FM. I am encouraging you to watch, because we have to take our country back. I cannot, people. I cannot survive under this government for another year. I cannot. We might have to move out, go somewhere else, because people won't be able to eat or survive or pay their bills. So Uncle Shas is on tomorrow. He's with me on Wednesday. So my people, I love you. I know I went a little over, but I love you. Thanks for all the coffee. And let us continue praying for our country. Be of good cheer. Love you. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.
We expose lies and deceit. Expect us.